All right, so you start with the ATT&CK Navigator, and here's how it looks. This shows you all the techniques and tactics, and out of all these buttons, there are only 2 buttons to use. This one to select, and then one of these ones to color. So I'm trying to answer the question of comparing Lazarus and APT29. So I hit plus, and I select Lazarus, and then I rename this layer Lazarus, so I know what it is. And now I assign it a score of 1. And it changes the color. And now this is the techniques, and these are tactics Lazarus uses. Now I would like to see the techniques that APT29 uses. So I make a new sheet, create a new empty layer, and now I add APT29 to it. And then I score that as a 2. Okay, so now this is APT29. And now this is why it's cool. You can make a new layer from the existing layers here. And it gives you yellow labels. This is A and that's B. And you can just type in A plus B and create that. And now it color codes them. So red is a score of 1 used only by Lazarus, and yellow is the score of 2 used only by APT29, and green is used by both. And the white ones are not used by either. And so now I can answer any kind of question comparing these groups, like what technique did they both use in the persistence category, or so on. So in particular, the challenge here was what execution technique is not used by Lazarus or APT29. So here's execution, and if it's not used by either, it would be white. So my choices are PowerShell, and these numbers are pretty handy too to keep you organized, but it's PowerShell, COM, scripting, and CLI. So PowerShell is used by one of them. And COM and scripting. Here's COM. That looks like that's the one. Scripting is used by one. So COM was not used by either. I'm just checking them all. Last one was command line interface. And that was used. So it was COM. COM and DCOM is the one that is not used by either of those APT groups. So it is COM and DCOM. And then you get another challenge. So that's how you do it. And that is really a lot of fun. And I think you can see now how you could get an attack, see what techniques were used, and then compare it to known groups to try to see if it matches one of those known groups. And of course, the more advanced stuff, which I haven't gotten into much yet, is where you rate your defenses. You have an automated tool creating all these things, and you test your defenses to see which ones you can stop. And of course, nobody can stop all this stuff, but you're beginning to have security metrics, which is a huge problem in this business. We can't really rate how good your security is. But now this is a technique. You can say, we're covering 20 of these, but now we cover 10 more. So you can have some kind of measure of progress. Anyway, this is a good tool to just get used to. And the immediate value, at least for my students that are all pretty much beginners, is you just make sure you understand all these terms and all these groups. And then I find I can understand news articles and malware analysis blogs. I read more because I know these terms and I know the groups they're referring to. It's just general knowledge that makes you stronger in the business. So that's why I'm encouraging everybody to start playing with it. All right, I'm going to stop that